The people of Egypt are about to go to the polls in the first free and fair elections in the country's history. Widespread violence in recent weeks has put pressure on the armed forces to relinquish their hold on power. As for Egypt's military ruler, he says the country is at a crossroads between order and chaos. The ABC's Michael Vincent reports from Cairo.
The polling booths are being put in place, but just how many Egyptians will vote?
I would like to address the great Egyptian people and beg them to go and vote. We want the parliament to be balanced and we want all groups to be represented.
It's a drawn-out process so the military can protect scrutineers and polling stations. Over 4 months and 27 districts, there will be a ballot for a lower house and then an upper house of parliament. By mid-next year, they will vote again for a president if the army keeps its word.
They've lied when they came and swore that they're going to protect Egypt and the revolution, and every single day they prove that they're only selfish and that they're only trying to maintain or safeguard their political gains since the revolution.
There are 41 parties to choose from, covering the traditional left and right, as well as religious and secular. The largest political organisation, the Muslim Brotherhood, is expected to win up to 40% of the seats in the new parliament. But it's not clear exactly what they want.
We don't want a secular state, no. We want an Islamic country in part, a civil society with an Islamic reference.
Egyptians are going to the polls after a week of violence across the country. There's confusion and concern still about the nation's future political stability. Overnight, a gas pipeline to Israel and Jordan was bombed. It will cause yet more damage to Egypt's already hard-hit economy.
It's going to get a lot worse for the poor of Egypt before it starts getting any better.
But for now, Egyptians are getting a vote they hope will count. Michael Vincent, ABC News, Cairo.
And Michael Vincent joins us now from Tahrir Square. Michael, Election Day is finally here. How do you think the people will respond?
Well, it's a very exciting day here in Cairo and across Egypt as they vote in their first free and fair elections in 60 years. Now, there is a very, very real threat of violence and intimidation. That's why there's a very heavy security presence out on the streets. Now, there's also concerns about vote rigging. The head of Egypt's largest mosque has said, if you sell your vote, it's a sin. He also said, if you don't vote, it's a sin. So many Egyptians today will be heading out to the polls. Just how many of the 51 million enrolled voters will turn out is not clear.
And it's not just about one day, it's a long process. It's going to take several months. What does that mean for stability in Egypt?
Well, it's an incredibly complicated, long, drawn-out process. Some candidates will know their results in a few days. Other candidates will have to wait weeks and months before finding out whether they have got a new seat in the parliament. It's been carried out like this so that the military can provide security for each of those polling booths. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, drawn out until March 18 next year. Egypt has got a very long road ahead of it, and the military will have to walk a very fine balance between ensuring security and as well as maintaining the ideals of the revolution, which the people behind me in Tahrir Square are still going to hold them to.
Michael Vincent reporting there from Cairo.